I saw this interview of Piers Morgan the other day, and this is really interesting. Piers's response to a question that was posed in front of him, and it ties into this conversation because I just want to play. This is a really short clip of what Piers says, and just to set this up, he was asked by this person who was he was interviewing us, do you know why women are converting to Islam? And let's listen to what Piers says about that.
Why do so many women become Muslim these days? Why do
they
so
want to
many
be
women in the
oppressed?
West?
Is that what you're going to tell me?
No. Why do so many?
Because they want to be oppressed.
Let's pause right there. So this is the view, this is the world view. You know, if you're a religious Muslim, if you're a religious Christian, if you're a religious Jewish woman, and you submit yourself to God, you're oppressed. But if you submit yourself to the matrix, right, and you buy the clothing and dress the way that they want and the makeup that they want, and you follow the ways that they want you to follow, oh, you're not oppressed anymore. We've now given you your freedom. And so it's just unbelievable that finally, though, you know, he's been trying to hide it for so long, that he's willing to actually express his opinions openly and publicly. You follow morality or you follow a code of life, then you're oppressed. But you let me be your master, and you let materialism be your master. Now you're a free woman. You're a free man.
No, it's a stark reminder. I think people like Piers, it's a stark reminder of the real underlying motives and motivations and the driving force, the ideologies that really color how certain segments of the populace think and feel about others. And, you know, I think when you have in your heart so much hatred, so much disdain, so much just ire towards another group, you know, I call it, one of my khutab years ago, I said the toxicity of othering. I give a khutbah called it's a little bit of like a complicated title, but the toxicity of othering. You know, this toxic nature of othering people, that this is an other. And you see so much fascism, so much, you know, ethno-religio supremacy does this. The others are just evil. The others must be. The others are. And you create this false narrative around the other that's so manufactured. Like, there's a lot of, when you listen to some of these kids who were in Israel who kind of liberated themselves from the bubble that they were in, and they start to see Palestinians for who they are, they're like, these are great people. They're not trying to eat me alive. They're not animals. They're not this. They're just humans like us. They have the same. So that, but the narrative of an othering is, it's impactful for ideologues, for those who have a particular ideology that they need to see through, and the only way they can get it done is through these means of othering and propagandizing and whatever. And so Islam as a religion has been experiencing this now for a very long time. We've seen the uptick of it, no doubt, after 9/11, and this constant narrative around the othering of Islam, the othering of Muslimin, how this is a problematic, outdated, this, that, whatever, backwards ideology that needs to, it's like the biggest evil on earth that needs to be eradicated. You have 1.8 billion Muslims in the world. Just step back and think about that for a second. If this 1.8 billion were like all committed to this sadistic ideology that just why aren't we seeing like hordes of just satanic evil being transpired at the head? There's 1.8 billion these are,
it's crazy.
It's a crazy, you know, psychotic ideology of otherizing and demonizing, and you know, and as Muslims we have to be a part of the human element and human condition that actually cares about humanity. Because you have to think today that is what motivates, and I say this sincerely as someone who wants to see genuine betterment in the world. Ask yourself, is whatever ideology you abide by, whatever thought process, whether you're an atheist, not an atheist, a non-practicing, practicing Christian, Jew, whatever it is you may, Muslim, it's all, right? Does your ideology, your philosophical outlook drive you to hate and really demonize and be like sadistically hateful of people and humanity in a way that like you want to see their eradication? Or is it one that really wants to see beauty, mercy, compassion, justice, accountability, the healthy principles that govern a meaningful life and existence? And so now that's why I've said in a few of my khutab lately that humanity has to rise up.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Human being that cares about the sanctity of human life.
Yeah.
Because these war hawks, because there are people, and I believe the Pierces of the world are like a part of that paradigm. There are war hawks who really benefit, whether it's through militarization, whether it's through corporations, whatever, like all this data that come out shorting the stocks of whatever. Like there's real profiteering, material profit and benefit that certain groups, certain entities, certain people get out of seeing warfare.
Absolutely.
Right? The US went into a worthless $1 trillion+ warfare for no reason.
Okay.
No reason. Who are the war hawks that were driving this, and who was visiting? Netanyahu was visiting the Congress at that time, talking about the need for this, and others visiting to say, "Oh, this is what." Who's benefiting from all this?
Yeah, build the schools in America, build the roads. There's potholes all over the place.
Build institutions, build the road. You want to build things.
Build things.
Our infrastructure. Exactly. Let's be productive. We cannot keep on succumbing to those who want to sow seeds of discord, right? And so when I hear, unfortunately, Piers say those things, it's just a remnant of these ideologues out there who want to sow seeds of discord between people, between Muslims, Christians, Jews. As a Muslim, and many of our brothers and sisters in multiple faith traditions do not and will not see this. There is a genuine harmony and love, and I spoke about this in one of my khutab recently around civilization. When you look at the 1,000-year history, between Muslims, Christians, and Jews, there's so much beauty in it. And so we have to really be careful about ideologies that want to exactly that, malign, propagandize, put out false narratives, create these like big super fantastical ideas of like this absolute fantastical. People are watching too many movies, and then you're trying to recreate it in reality. It's unfortunately dark, and we have to be very careful